Hi, Kalene, it's Amrit. Oh, can you hear me?
There you are. How are you?
Good. Sorry, I'm kind of driving right now, but I'm
Oh,
gonna get the video while I do my morning walk, and I didn't want to miss it. So
well, good. How are you doing up in Denver?
doing good.
Good.
When are you guys up in Denver next?
I know it's been a while. We've been so busy down here in the Springs. We get up there once in a while, but not often.
Okay, well the next time we'll have to connect.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I could make it. It's like I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna get my
Good.
exercise in, but I'm also gonna try and do your
Perfect.
video.
Nope,
thanks for
that's
doing this.
perfect. That's what Laurie, so we have a lot to share today. So I'm glad you made it in. Just waiting for
Yay!
Laurie to
I'm
get
almost
here.
parked, and then I'm gonna do my walk, and I'm gonna soak all this awesome information in.
Great. We're glad you can
Thank
make
you.
it.
Thanks, Kalene.
Uh-huh. Morning,
Hey guys.
Laurie.
Morning. How are you guys?
Good. Amrit just hollered at us on here. She's getting her walk in. Wow, we're gonna be
Hi, Laurie.
walking today.
I keep missing your video, so I'm like, I have to make it work. So I'm actually at the park right now, trying to get my morning walk.
I wish I was at the park too.
Well, good job, Amrit. Way to have some life balance in there. I like it.
Oh my gosh, I know. It's like I've got to get my goal of losing my 10 pounds. So
Well,
Yes, we all have goals.
it's a beautiful day. Here,
I
I'll
need
show
to
you.
make that a goal.
It's really pretty. It's a really nice day in
It's like-
Broomfield, Westminster Broomfield. It's really nice.
Good. Well, good. Well, I'm glad you can join us and multitask. We appreciate that.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to talk about exciting YouTube titles and tags and keywords. And whenever I talk about
Awesome.
things, I was like, what does that mean? She doesn't love
And I
this.
love your guys' videos. It's really
Good.
awesome.
Good.
I love watching it. It's great videos.
Oh, well, we try every once in a while, but sometimes we fail, but we keep trying. We just post it.
Well,
like
you
we
guys are
always
just
say.
keeping it real, and I love that, you know?
We're gritty, Amrit.
We're definitely real, Amrit.
I know. I am too. I like being with real people.
Well, that's us. So, hi, Kayla. Hi, Amber. How are you guys? Amber, are you leaving town soon? Aren't you going somewhere?
No, I just have an event on Friday. So I'll be.
Are you going to that concert?
I am, yeah. So I will be gone all day.
Amber's a young agent on our team and she goes to concerts still. I like to go to concerts. I have to fit it into my
Ooh,
schedule.
me too.
Our concerts
It's not
consist
just
of,
my
like,
age. My parents are going too.
Oh, nice.
Which concert are you going to?
Amber, what concert are you going to?
It's a rock concert. I feel like
Like
I'm gonna
Megadeth
get made
or
fun of if
something,
I tell
probably,
you.
huh?
What are you going to? I forgot. I know you told me.
It's a Five Finger Death Punch and Megadeth and
I told you.
Fire from the Gods. So
She's
it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, Amber's our heavy metal person.
Oh, and I
really
grew up in
great.
the 80s, so I like that,
Right? Okay.
Oh.
I get
but
those
it sounds fun.
Yeah. We'll wait a couple more minutes and then we will start talking about our topic for today, which is YouTube and how we title and tag our videos. So that is we're going to kind of go over that today. Last week, we went over a little bit of like why we use YouTube. So, and why we love it. And then today we're going to talk about how we hop on and like do the back end of some of that work a little bit. So, I don't know, is a chat up and everything?
Yep, I have that going.
Okay. So we do have so I don't know if anyone who's done our TikTok challenge, hopefully you guys are still staying consistent with that. We're going to jump into the YouTube challenge. If you haven't been to our group before or first time joining us at the Finance Agents, you know that we love video. It has changed the way we do video or our real estate business. And we get clients who reach out all the time. And we love it. Just because I don't have to door knock or cold call. And like Amaret said, we are real people where it's something that we have done and we don't have any fancy like camera like this. Like I was, getting that course, that challenge ready. All I have when I do it is this little phone right here. We do have GoPros. I bought a camera one time. We do have like a drone, like we have that stuff, but honestly, all we ever use is this phone with like my million apps on it. But you don't need to be overwhelmed with, I think Kalene was talking about the other day. She's like, I think people are overwhelmed by long content because you think you need to like talk forever. What do you talk about? Have a lot of equipment and like how to edit those videos, I think is kind of overwhelming for a lot of people.
Well, that's what it's been super real to me. So my husband recently bought a home inspection business. And, with market shifting and whatnot, I said, you need to get out there. You need to like, let people know who you are. And he's like, I forget how overwhelming it is when you don't know like where to start. And so it's been a good refresher for me to kind of have to coach him in baby steps and like kind of bring it back. Like, I think Laurie and I, and a lot of our finest agents, like it's just so much a part of what we do and how we run our business that sometimes we forget to step back, like explain it. And that is what we are going to try to get done in 4 quick days. So what we found is that when you have a 30-day challenge, there are very few people who stick around. And so what we've done is tried to fit everything into a quick 4-day. How much time each day do you think they're going to be needing?
I would say the first, and you guys can do it whenever you want. So that's the nice
True.
part of it is so you can do the first day, I would say about an hour and a half. The second day, it depends upon how much you put into like your actual filming. I would say an hour and a half to 2 hours for the day 3 and day 2 and day 3. And then day 4 is more about, we'll talk about how to upload it, how to like title and tag it, like go into more details with that, how to edit it. And so it might not happen right away because we're going to send it off to get edited. And so we'll show you how we do all that on our back end every day. And we don't pay any money for our overhead for marketing for that. So we'll show you how to do all that. So that part, you might be stretching that out over the next like day 4, day 5, day 6, depending upon how fast you get those videos edited.
So really, there's one day that I'm not going to lie, it's going to be super intense, especially if you've never done a long content video before, just because you're figuring it out. But 4 days, I can even commit to a diet for 4 days. Like anything that's really hard, like 4 days, sure, you can do anything. And so that's what we're hoping is that what the course will do is just break down that barrier. Now you'll know how to do it. Now we can work on, different techniques, different ways to make it not so consuming. But if you can hold on for 4 days, you're going to come out of the course with 2 long content videos, and we are going to baby step and walk you through it. And like Laurie said, yes, there's a time commitment, but it's also on a platform that you can make happen any time that you can fit in your day. So whether that be the morning while kids are at school, in the evening, we hope that it really just gives you everything you need to be able to succeed and come out with the 2 long content videos. And they'll be posted and tagged and you'll see everything from the very beginning of getting it filmed. Well, and even before that, you know, how to create those titles to all the way through actually posting it and having reach to that video.
Right. And I posted the link for the challenge. If you guys want to join the Finest Challenge, it's only $97 through today. So if you want to jump on that, I promise you it's the best $97 that you will ever spend, because after 2 months, we started getting clients and we did $750,000 in commission our second full year in real estate by using what we do on YouTube. So I promise you, it is way worth it if you just stay consistent, and I promise you, you can do it by yourself. I think that's one of the biggest things, Kalene, I always get is, I know you guys do YouTube, but can I do it by myself? Absolutely. Some of our most successful agents do it by themselves, and you can, and you don't need to have a lot of tech skills or any type of editing or whatever that. So we're going to show you how to do that. So today I do want to share my screen with you. I promise you we would, honor your time again and just have this be a half an hour mastermind and how we do the titles and tags. We went over a lot of the YouTube last time. We're going to go over a little bit of kind of like what this looks like. Again, it's just kind of go down and dirty what that looks like. So I'm just going to show you our back end, if I can screen share here, and show you what that looks like. You guys can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. I always hate this. I have to move this or not that. All right. All right. So I wanted to kind of show you guys, I'll get to that in a little bit. This is our back end of our channel. You can see our views go down. The market has changed a little bit, and we're going into a slower season. But the thing I wanted to show you guys here is when you talk about an overview of our channel, and this in the last 28 days, our channel has had 3,672 views. We have 1,500 subscribers. We've been doing it for a year and a half. It's not like we have thousands and thousands of subscribers. Like, we don't base off of, once you get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, you can start getting money off of it. And so, $34, woohoo, we don't even care about that, to be honest.
At least for our coffee during our videos, maybe.
Right. Yeah. Maybe our Chick-fil-A runs during our videos, but the 3,000, to me, this is why I love it, is because, like yesterday, I told Kalene, my sister-in-law is in town. I need to go have breakfast with her. So instead of like door knocking and cold calling, this is going on, you guys, while I am, taking my kids to games. This is going on while I'm meeting with my family, or doing like while I'm on vacation. People are always watching these videos. You post to Facebook, it goes away. Even the same thing with Instagram. Of course, they can go to your story or your whatever, your reels, kind of go back and forth, but people are sometimes watching our oldest videos more than anything. They're always popping up in their feeds. They're always seeing it. And so, this is 3,000 views, almost 4,000 just in the last 28 days. People watch our content for almost 400 hours in the last 28 days. So you can just kind of see, you can see the content, you can see the views, you can see impressions. Over 40,000 people saw our faces and what we were doing. The click-through rate, you want your click-through rate to be at least 5-6%. So we're kind of right in there.
So can I butt in here while you're going through numbers? You can go to many different real estate channels, and there are some fantastic YouTube channels for many realtors out there. What I want to emphasize, and it's kind of like what we talked about during TikTok, is the beauty of the subscribers that we have is they're people that are actually moving here. They're people that are there for information. And so they're actually, like, I work a lot on our back end. We're, taking these leads and putting them into our CRM, and I'm classifying them as what kind of lead they are. And they are warm and hot leads. They are reaching out to us. So to me, you can go and see, if you go up to even Denver, Colorado, your reach is going to be at least 3 times as big as our market here in Colorado Springs. So don't get completely distracted by numbers, because you're going to want to look at percentages and not just straight numbers, because it depends on your market size, how much reach you're going to have. So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, absolutely. I just say, for me, like, returning viewers 440. I do not want to call 440 people over 28 days. I would rather shoot my video and have them continue to watch it, or reach out to my friends and family and ask if they want to sell their house. Like, to me, this is why I do YouTube, is because of that returning viewer thing. So, and then, real quickly, before I get into like actually how we, tag our videos, is, what do you shoot? If you look at some of these were some of our first videos.
Those are embarrassing. Don't really look.
I know they are really embarrassing, but this Sherwin-Williams interior paint colors, I somehow that one does well. I did 7,000 views on that one, but I never really told them, or they never really knew I was a real estate agent in the area. People aren't going to, who's calling me? Sorry, this is my life. I don't want to accept that. I'm decline it. You guys are in the way.
Park them in voicemail.
They're gonna, anyways. Okay, back to reality. So what I was just saying is, like, you really want to have something where we didn't start getting our actual reach outs until we started doing this, you guys, until we started thinking, what is our audience thinking when they're thinking of, they want to, move to the area? Why are they on YouTube? It's because they're thinking of moving to Colorado Springs. What do they want to know? What are they searching? And then we hit them up with, hey, we're your expert in the area. I was talking to someone yesterday. They had me look at their YouTube channel, and they, they wanted to do the challenge. They didn't know if it was valuable. She had her editing was great. I talk about this in the challenge we're going to start on Monday, is that, it's great, but she's not telling them what she wants them to do. You would think that they would know what to do, because you're a real estate agent, but they don't know to call you. You have to give them that call for action. You have to script your videos out in the correct way. And once we started doing that, I mean, this one is at 30,000. It's one of the first ones we did, and then since then, people just sit and watch us. I don't know why, but they do. So anyways, you have to have your correct titles in order for people to want to know who you are and to reach out to you. And you got to think about it from your audience perspective. So that is just a little bit what we're going to talk about today.
Wait,
this is
kind of start again, Laurie. It's the 18th, correct?
Monday. Is that the 17th? I don't know. I think it's,
I'll look. I'll get
okay.
back.
It is
17th.
The 17th. Yeah, the 17th starts Monday, but people have been reaching out. You can start it whenever you want. Like, you can really do it when you want. You don't have to say Monday, I'm gone.
We won't publish it till the 17th though.
Right. It'll go live the 17th, and then you should work your way through it over 4 days. So this is the pros and cons. This is like what I posted yesterday. We have done, I swear, 1 million videos by now. So it's kind of always, we're kind of redoing our old videos and redoing what works. And so we just said, well, pros and cons of living in whatever your city is a great first video of, to do. We just added the South part because we like to mix it up. But, if you look, you guys can see my cursor. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So like here, the pros and cons of living in Colorado Springs, that's my title. We use TubeBuddy. We pay for it. There is like a free version, or at least a cheaper version. And it's an extension that we put onto our computer, which is great. And so again, we're going to go over this in more detail in that challenge, and we're going to actually show you exactly what we do, but you can go in here and type in the pros and cons of living in Colorado Springs, and see how it does. So excellent. So that's a great one.
Don't always just go though. That this is where Laurie and she'll be like, I think this has good reach or not. You want to make sure, like, it'll tell you if it's a good keyword reach, but then it'll also show you how much competition you have with that video. And so I don't know if I'm seeing that. Anyways, I'll let you keep going.
But yeah, you can see the search volume. You can then rate it on the competition, and then your strength of your channel to rank for that video. But again, people are wanting, if they're sitting in Tennessee and they're like, I have to move to Colorado Springs, I want to move to Colorado. Like, the world is kind of a lot more mobile right now. And so people can live and work wherever they want. I know the market has shifted, but people are still moving. And so you have to think about it. They're not going to think about, oh, I want to move to Colorado. I wonder what the best sandwich shop is in Colorado. That used to be our perspective on it. And our audience is people who are sitting in Tennessee thinking they want to move to Colorado, or wherever they are in the world. We had someone reach out from Australia this week, and so what does that look like? And so, they're searching, what's the weather like in Colorado Springs? Should I live in Colorado Springs? What are the good things about living in Colorado Springs? What are the bad things? What are the schools like? And so that's kind of what we hit them up with, is information they may want to know. And then they get to know us through that process. And so I kind of go through here and find a good keyword that I really want to hit and zone in on for that particular video. And you can do weighted and unweighted, and we can go through all of that in the challenge as well. But I put the title up here, and then I repeat the title and description. I throw some hashtags in here. We'll go over all that in the challenge, like which ones to use. And then, kind of throw in some more titles and keywords in here. See, I have living in Colorado Springs, living in Southern Colorado Springs, moving to Colorado. Those are all keywords that I'm targeting when I am posting a video.
And that's what I was going to say, is at the end of the day, this is just a big, when you go to the coding side of it, it's just a big text. So anything you're saying in video gets converted to text. So the more you can repeat those keywords, the better off you'll be. I know it sounds silly, but if I want them to move to Colorado Springs, I'm going to talk about Colorado Springs as much as I can throw in that word Colorado Springs, because at the end of the day, it's going to work for the analytics of that video.
Right. And then, you can, create your thumbnail. We're going to go over a whole video on the back end of how to create a thumbnail that people actually click. You really want your thumbnail percentage click rate to be above 5%. You can do test splits on it. I get into that sometimes. Sometimes you can drive yourself a little bit crazy doing that, but we go over how we do thumbnails that people want to click, how we create them, how to delete a background, all that kind of stuff. And then how to organize your playlists. So we have a playlist, Living in Colorado Springs, which matches my title up here. And this is full of keywords. And then you can go down here to tags. And so this tag should always match the title of your video. And then the really nice thing about when you do this is that you can, if you have the TubeBuddy extension on your computer, you can go to keywords and it'll search it for you by relevance, like when you can do that. And you can also search here, like tell us what keywords you're targeting. So you can go through, and as I go through, I found, relocating to Denver, even this isn't Denver, but moving to Colorado Springs, pros and cons living in Colorado Springs, moving to Colorado, moving from Colorado to California, living in Colorado Springs. And so it helps me tag my videos and optimize it for the best reach.
Laurie, what is the name of that extension again?
It's called TubeBuddy.
TubeBuddy. Okay,
Yep.
thanks.
Well, and I think that we use there's different levels of TubeBuddy that you can purchase. And we use the one, I think it's right around $50 a month. I think it's $59. But what it does is it gives us the tools to be able to decide what's a good tag, what's a good title. It plugs into the back end of YouTube. So it actually gives you a whole lot more from the analytics side. We have not even touched on any of that, but you can compare, like if you are living in Colorado Springs and there's, 5 other people that are doing YouTube consistently, you can compare your channel to theirs and see why they got more reaches that week than you did, what kind of videos they were filming, how long were they, what were their keywords. You can dive in with TubeBuddy to the analytics on a level that I'm sure we aren't even touching on as much as you want. But TubeBuddy, I would say, is definitely important. During the course, we're going to give you 2 video titles that will be all you need to know. But if you're going to stay with long content video, it is something you'll want to work into your overhead.
Right. And I wanted to show you guys real quick, this is kind of what we'll also go over in the challenge, is how to optimize it in your SEO studio. And so this is a really nice thing. So you can see here 95% pros and cons living in Colorado Springs. It took, what I have right here. You can see it's highlighting the pros and cons living in And right now we are at 95%, which is amazing because for the most part, I can get to about 60%, 70%. And it goes through your description. It goes through your tags. It'll look at your thumbnail and see how that's optimizing in there, what your competition is. And then next, and so it is a step-by-step, it takes a guesswork out of like, okay, here I have all these words. What do I do with it? Am I doing it right? This is really the back end way. It's not like coding. Like, I don't know anything about a computer. I don't even know, half time I'm like, I ask my kids to turn my TV on for me. But, this really is pretty simple as far as getting keywords, titles, and tags, and it'll walk you through how to do it and give you suggestions, and then apply to the video. Yes, apply to my video. No, I'm finished. And so I can hit that and it'll optimize. So great job, you're optimized. Would you like to apply? So yes, apply. And it takes it right now and, does what we need to do to have this get in front of our viewers we want that are going to reach out to us. So I think that's a great option as far as like title and tagging it. And we'll show you step by step on the back end for that. Let's see.
We had somebody ask Laurie just about like, do you niche down in your market? To be honest, it kind of depends on how big that marketplace is. You can totally use TubeBuddy to see what the reach is. If like, say I live in Montrose, Colorado, which is a way smaller area here in Colorado Springs. I may not want to do living in Montrose because there's a lot of people that are going to be looking at moving to Colorado, but don't even know of the area Montrose. So what, is a bigger scale that area would fall into? Well, that's called the western slope of Colorado. So maybe I want to title for search optimization on that bigger level, moving to the western slope or moving to western Colorado, moving to Colorado, and then, then you can break it down into what area you're actually talking about. But you don't want to niche down too much when you're talking titles and tags because you want the reach to be as big as possible.
Yeah, exactly. And so I just think like this challenge, if you're hesitant about getting into long content, we're really going to walk you through this, answer your questions. You will leave knowing how to shoot a video, how to script it. And again, with just your phone, it really has, changed our business. And it's what we kind of like to do with our agents and walk them through this. Cause it's not a huge amount of money to edit that. It's going to cost you about $30, $40 to edit that video. We'll show you how we go back, what resources we use to edit that and how it just kind of flows. And I promise you, anybody can do it. It's going to be a 4-day challenge. Again, you can take it whenever you want. It's going to start on Monday. So it's only $97. That link is in the chat. And I will email that out also and create an event for it on our Facebook group page, how to use video marketing in real estate. I'll do that today or tomorrow. And then, you're going to get resources of how to do your call for action. It's going to be scripted out for you. You're going to have your outline. How do we outline it? How do you do your fact sheet? And then, you're also going to have more resources as far as exactly title tagging it. There's even the back end of your channel. If you want to look at your channel analytics, and look at, let me see, is it dashboard? We are going to show you, I was going to try to see if I can figure it out.
I think you put the one of my face up close on purpose.
I try to not do my face as much as possible. But you have to do when you set up your channel, like what are the keywords you're using to set up your channel? You can also do default uploads so that way you're not uploading the same thing over and over again. So that way when you upload it, it's already there for you. So we're going to go over all of this in the course, not only how do you title and tag your videos, but also in the challenge, I should say, but also how to set up your channel so that way you have the right keywords in that channel so your channel has the reach it needs. Kalene, how many, I know you would do a lot more of the back end as far as like keeping track of our data and numbers, but out of our clients, what percentage are we at with YouTube coming in as far as like how we get leads?
You're going to put me on the spot.
I am.
I am gonna look not very prepared for this, but we are in
I
the
didn't set her up for this one really well.
we are in the midst of switching over our CRM to better track that. We are well over, I would say at least 75% all YouTube leads coming in. We do a lot, and because we're only, 2 years into YouTube, we are starting to see a lot of that referral business coming as well. Because if you think about it, when you are reaching these people online on YouTube, they are researching an area and moving here. Well, lo and behold, their family and friends are probably going to be joining. And so that's why we are starting to see an uptick in our referrals for lead sources. And they are all of our YouTube clients who we also make sure and nurture in our sphere as a past client. And we are asking them for the referrals and they're giving them to us. And so, I'm sure we are at the beginning of seeing an uptick in our referral numbers, but for now, YouTube's our bread and butter by far.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a client
best money we never spent.
I know, we do it all for zero overhead, and we'll go over that in the course on day 4 is how we get people to support us. And it's, through our lenders and what that looks like and how we edit those videos and send them off. And it just goes after at this point. We do not sit and edit our own videos. We spend, Kalene and I actually have 2 hours after this to crank out videos for the entire next week and a half. We'll get it done in 2 hours, and how we do that and how we make that time valuable for us while we're out there filming and get the clients to reach out to us. And they're high-end clients. The one that we have here, about $1 million house here. We have a lot of them aren't million. We just closed one yesterday. It was 925,000.
Well, and that's what I would be like. Our median home sell price has well over, I would even say that we are at least 30% higher than before we were using YouTube. Like, the type of client is hands down a completely different type of client than we were getting off of YouTube ads or I don't know, the little bit of cold calling that we ever did or door knocking. This type of client, you're already winning them over. You're already giving them something valuable. They already want to work with you. And so you don't even have to worry about the rejection because they're already reaching out to you. Sometimes you are working through the logistics of doing a cross-state move. So sometimes, as far as the pipeline, you're keeping your pipeline very full, but sometimes people are contacting you and they're maybe a year out. And so how are you retaining those clients? That's a whole nother level of being a finest agent. We have a CRM that, will put them on a drip. It'll literally show up in your calendar what you have to do every day to make sure and stay in front of those clients, because we've worked hard to get them here. Now we want to make sure that they are taken care of. But the type of client you get from video, and this is TikTok, YouTube, any sort of video marketing, hands down a different type of lead than a click ad or a cold call, or really the only other better kind of lead, in my opinion, is a referral.
Yeah. Yeah, no. And the client we had, the one I was referring to, they're looking into investments here. We have 4 clients right now who are looking into investments. And so they popped in, they bought that house, and now one of them closed on 3. Well, they didn't close. They went under contract on 3 townhomes last week.
And
they're
they
like, well,
sent
we
us
want
their
the whole
friends.
building. Yeah.
So
it's just,
clients.
Yeah. So we hope you guys can join us. I know we told you we'd value your time. We hope you guys can join us for our challenge. $97. I know that, we're trying not to be too salesy on here. It just covers our overhead expense, to be honest, as far as trying to help you guys get through this. We tried to do it before, just hopping on with you guys like individually and helping you guys do it. And it got just a little bit overwhelming for us. So we're hoping you guys can join us this way. It just pays for your overhead. I promise you, yet you will learn how to do and title and tag and make it a system that flows for you and your business.
Well, and once again, the whole idea of this quick 4-day course is to just break down that barrier of it being so overwhelming. So you are going to produce 2 long content videos, and you will have every step in between. It will be one day that is pretty lengthy of time commitment, but you have the leisure of doing it depending on your schedule when you can fit it in. But if you've thought about dabbling in long content, I strongly encourage you to just try this. And then if you see the value in it and you understand that it's not as time consuming, well, then let's make it something that you can stick with week over week over week. And we can help walk you through that as well, how to set you up for success and to make sure that it's not overtaking your real estate business. It's just part of what you do to run your real estate business.
Yes, absolutely. So one other question, we'll be able to go through the content at our own pace. Yep, absolutely. You can go through it whenever you'd like to. We'll try to hold a live just for people in the course in the middle of the course, either day 2 or day 3, to answer any direct questions you guys have. It's all pre-recorded. The worksheets, the fact sheets, whatever you want to call them, are all uploaded in there, and you get direct access to them, so you can download them directly. So it should be pretty self-explanatory to walk you through that. You get access to us
two
directly.
action items though.
To what?
They have two action items with this. You do want to be a member of the Facebook group because that will be the accountability piece to the class itself. And so make sure you are part, and do you have that up, Laurie? If not, I can put that in there. Make sure you are a member of that group. And then the second thing you want to do is click on the link and enroll in that Kajabi course. I'll put it one more time as well.
Perfect. All right. Well, Amber has to get going to her concert here soon. I would like to see the pictures Amber posts. It's fabulous. So, all right, you guys. Well, I hope you guys will join us for our challenge. It's going to be a great challenge. Only $97. Again, it just covers our overhead. I know some people charge lots of money for it. We don't do that. We want you guys all to be successful. If you are a finance agent and you want the code for free to get into that, let us know. We can give you that code. As you know, you get access to everything we have for free. So reach out to us for that. And then if you guys have any other questions, let us know, reach out, and we'll be back here again in 2 weeks for our next mastermind. So everyone have a good couple weeks, and we'll hopefully see you in the challenge. Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.